10 tips for A-Level Results Day 2023. Results Day is almost here. It's coming on the 17th of August, and this year national grades are going to drop and your nerves will already be high. So here are some tips for A-Level Results Day. The first is to actually sleep before Results Day. By doing this, not only are you quickly whiling away what feels like ages till you wait, but it also means that there will be less overthinking and less anxiety. Tip number 2 is to, if you are overthinking about your grades, write down what you think you got. Now, this might sound contradictory because you think you've done bad and you don't want to be reminded, but once you write them down, it takes a massive weight off your shoulders as you'll be a little bit more prepared for what is to come. And a part 2 to this exercise is writing alongside these grades whether you will be happy with them. Now, this is also really good because when it comes to results day, you tend to actually get higher than your predictions and it makes you feel a lot better. Tip number 3 is a quick admin tip. So UCAS always crashes on results day, so be prepared for this to happen and be as patient as possible. Now, even when UCAS crashes, you should still be able to get your results by roughly 11 or 12 o'clock, so don't worry too much. Tip number 4, and this is speaking from experience, is to remember that most people think they have done worse in an exam than they actually have. Now, you might be asking, why is this? Well, post exams, you tend to only focus on what you got wrong. And on top of this, you also focus on what other people said about the exam instead of what you genuinely felt it was like. This then manipulates the whole image of the exam in your mind. And gradually, the exam becomes worse the more you think about it. Now, tip number 5, another thing to remember is that your year group got very minimal support despite being affected by COVID in your general education. So you were the year group that got given your GCSE results, so you haven't actually had experience sitting exams like this. So comparing your grades to past year groups is unfair to you and also just a waste of time in general. Tip number 6 is to make sure that your phone is charged fully for the day itself. You might be getting in contact with different universities, or if your laptop fails you, then you can check your UCAS on your phone. You also need to share your success. If you do well in your A-levels, feel free to put them under this video, and sorry about the spelling mistake there. Tip number 7 is to not get pressured into sharing your results when you are not comfortable. So remember, these are your results and you can choose what you want to do with them, including politely declining to share them if you feel uncomfortable doing so. Remember, everyone got their own results. It's not just you, so you don't have to only share yours. This brings me on to tip number 8. Do not compare your grades. Now, it might not necessarily be you doing this, it might be your parents, your family, and your friends. And in order to combat this, just remind yourself that you have different strengths and weaknesses, and some of these are naturally determined, you can't change them. And there will always be someone better or worse than you. So just focus on yourself, and that will allow you to have level headed responses to your exams. Tip number 9, since you're leaving, don't actually forget to say goodbye to your teachers and your friends, whether you're going to university or you're just going to take a gap year. Everyone gets so wrapped up in the results that you actually sometimes forget to say goodbye. So here is your reminder, it's your last chance. And finally, tip number 10. I just wanted to say that these exams do not determine your life path. You still have more chances to shine, and I know you will. Best of luck, Year 13s. You guys can do this, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Good luck.